Hello, this is Sammy Morrison, and this is my final project for electronic music, my EMS Synthi recreation. So, it works exactly how you'd expect. It has 3 oscillators, a ring modulator, a filter oscillator, an envelope shaper, which sadly doesn't have trapezoid functionality because I couldn't really figure out how to get it to work, reverb, output filter, preset storage, which I added in place of the input, just because the input wasn't really working exactly how I wanted it to, and I didn't really have the time to polish it, and the noise generator, which can generate noise. But let's just do a really basic thing really quick. I can turn on my sine waves, turn up my frequency, then I can turn up my sine level, and oh, there's a tone. And I can turn on the saw, turn it up, and ooh, now there's a tone. I can make them modulate each other, then output the ring modulator, and oh, well, would you look at that? We got sound. So, let's look at some presets. So this is sort of a sci-fi sound. You can control the output volume a little bit using the range X and range Y on the stick, kind of creating this undulating sound. Now if I press attack, it turns on the envelope shaper for the noise, which gives it this kind of vent air releasing kind of sound. So let's move on. Preset 2 is a ring modulator for my voice. As you can tell, it makes my voice sound kind of robotic and weird. If I turn it up slightly, you can hear it a bit more distinctly. Just a classic kind of robot voice. But alright. We'll move on to number 3. This is kind of a police siren type sound. It uses a square wave to modulate the pitches of oscillators 1 and 3, and it creates that sort of up and down kind of motion where it holds a steady tone. I can also press attack to start the envelope shaper and bring this kind of similar pattern in a higher register fading in and out, which I can control in real time. So yeah, that's that. We'll move on to preset 4. This is kind of a wind effect. I can turn up the level on the noise to create this sort of wind sound. I can use the filter oscillator to control the frequency of it. Which works nicely. I can also change its color independent of the oscillator. And the oscillator's on channel 1 and 2. Or the filters, I mean. Then, we have this kind of alarm sound, which uses the filter oscillator frequency and tied to oscillator 1 sine wave to bring it up and down, and the reverb sort of fills it out, giving this bell-like timbre. And that's basically it.